Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, I finally did it. I finally did the Barnett Commando to compound crossbow conversion into a recurve. So there's quite a lot of reasons for me to do it this specific way, and I'll try and explain that to you. I'll show you a demo of it working and some stuff like that, and some of the pros and cons. So basically this was a compound bow similar to that one up there, but it got dry fired while someone was drunk and broke it, not myself. But it doesn't matter, that's something else. So I thought I would convert it into a recurve. Because this is an old crossbow, it's hard to get the parts for it. So I thought of many different ways cutting this down slightly, because the problem with the draw length on these, or the power stroke, they're longer than a recurve, and I suspect a recurve might break if you just put a recurve prod on there. So that would mean cutting it down, so that would mean damaging the crossbow. So there was that. Some people suggested putting other limbs on, but the one thing I know about these Barnetts, I looked into it, that these have a let off once they're cocked up to half. So I needed to know that when it was cocked, what would be pulling forward would be less than 75 pounds. So, and with other limbs I wouldn't know whether that was the case or not. So that meant I would need a low power prod. So I've been trying to get a 40-pound prod. Can't get one anywhere now. No matter how much you try, no one ever sells them. And there was various other things I tried, but literally last night I thought of an idea that I could do without damaging it. The other thing is I wanted to do it with the least amount of work. See, I could make a prod, but then I would have to make the knock ends and I would have to make a string. What I've done here, I've not had to make the knock ends, and this is an existing string from a recurve. So now all I ever have to do is buy strings. I don't have to make them or get them made. That was one of the things I wanted, a ready-made string. So what did I do? So basically these prods are from a 10-pound draw weight junior bow, fiberglass junior bow. This is definitely shooting more than that. I don't know if it must be because of the shorter span. So I basically just cut them down to the length. I worked out what I did. I measured the string length. I measured an existing recurve prod to see how much it was longer than the string. Then I cut these limbs down to fit the same length as an existing 150-pound prod. So this isn't 100% finished yet, but I've mounted it temporarily. What I've done, I've drilled holes in these, bolted them on, and put a bit of an old bolt at the end just to stop these from moving up and down, because obviously they're smaller than the mounts. But the way I've done it this way, it doesn't damage the crossbow in the slightest, and it's got a nice light draw weight, so it's not going to damage the trigger mechanism. I don't know what the draw weight is, but you'll see when you see the test. It is quite powerful. It's probably hitting about the same as a 40-pound prod, I would say. But it's got lovely, easy. It's easy till you get about there, then it starts being a bit tough. One thing I would say is, at first it was making a creaking noise, which is either the fiberglass is splitting slightly. That's why I've taped it up. Or some people, when I looked it up online, it could just be those bolts are not tightened properly, and it could be that. But I've looked at the ends of the fiberglass there, and there's nothing wrong with it at all there. And with this tape on, I should be safe anyway. Yeah, so it's got knock ends that I don't need to mess around doing. I can put an existing string on and all that. So yeah, you saw a quick demo at the beginning of me shooting it. Now I'll show you a proper demo. So yeah, there you go, there you see. It shoots alright, doesn't it? The creaking noise seems to go the more I use it, and doesn't seem to be losing power either, so it's probably not breaking. If it is, one good thing as well, this whole entire conversion, if you count in the string, buying another one of these replacement £10 draw weight junior bows, and the tape, would cost you at most 20 quid. So it's not costing you hardly anything. You're getting a proper string, so you don't have to mess about making strings, proper knock ends and all that, and it's easy to do. So if this does break, what I might do, I might extend these limbs next time, have them slightly longer so they'll come back further, so the string would be like here, and then it would mean less of a draw, because really, you know, it's just a bit of a test at the minute, but it definitely works. But yeah, if I have to, I'll just buy another junior bow, make these slightly longer so it's coming back to here, because at the minute the string is hitting these ends, but it's not going to damage anything. Yeah, overall I thought it was very good. I'll get some black tape to put that black, but yeah, I'm very happy with that, and I may have to put that up somewhere now. Now I've got something. And it's lovely to shoot because it's got a nice light draw on it. Yeah, there is the Barnett Commando 2 compound to recurve. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you possibly saw something helpful if you wanted to do this yourself. It's a good way if you've got one of these that's broken, at least you can shoot it. And it's not damaging anything. If one of these ends ever come up, I can just take it off and put it on, you know, and it's ready to go. I've not cut anything down, I've not damaged anything. Yeah, so it needs a little bit more finishing. I just wanted to make sure it worked properly. I'm probably going to put another bit of prod there and a metal plate over there, tidy that up a bit. Yeah, works pretty good though, don't it? So you'll probably see this in videos now, having a bit of a shoot with it, just a bit of fun. Right, hope you enjoyed the video. See you later. Before you leave, if you ever wanted to support this channel, you can now via Patreon or by shopping at Amazon.com and GearBest. There's more info below if you need that. Remember, if you want to get full notifications for this channel, click the bell, and I'll see you later. Cheers.